Now, I have a question for you that I think can make a huge difference in your life and your success. And that question is, have you ever considered that your self-worth, what you feel about yourself and what you are worth, is possibly ruining or stopping you from achieving the level of success that you really want and are capable of achieving? The reason I ask you this is because I meet people all over the world who are really smart, that have a lot of knowledge and skills, yet they're not achieving the success that you would think they would be achieving at this stage in their life. And what I'm going to share with you and teach you is a little technique in this short video on how you can increase your self-worth during or doing a process called re-scripting. And I'll explain that in a moment for you. But before we get to that, I want you to think about lottery winners. And you may ask, well, why would you want me to think about lottery winners, John? And the answer is because my father's actually won the lottery 2 times. Once for $17,000 and another one for $50,000. And I used to make fun of him for buying lottery tickets, but I stopped making fun of him for buying lottery tickets after he won it once, but then when he won it twice, I'm like, wow, maybe I should be buying lottery tickets. But more importantly, one of the statistics about lottery winners is that 85% of lottery winners lose all of the millions that they make within 3 years. 85% make all this money that most people hope and dream and pray for, yet the lottery winners that are out there that you may have heard about or read about or seen on TV go on and lose the money. But there's one more interesting statistic that a lot of people haven't looked deeper into, and that is this. Over 80% of those who won the lottery lost it, that then were interviewed about what the experience was like, said that winning all that money was the worst thing that ever happened to them. So I've thought about why people make money, why some people don't make money, why people lose money and then make it back, and then why some people lose money and never make it back. And one of the things that we know about the brain is that your brain looks to make your outside world, your world of your reality, the car you drive, the people you hang around with, the home you live in, the trips that you take, the amount of charitable contributions that you make. Your brain looks to make sure that your outside world always matches your internal beliefs and habits and map of reality. And when you think about what creates somebody's map of reality, well, we know it's their experiences from childhood. We know some of it is genetic. We know that some of it's from what they've read or what they've seen. And so all of these different combinations create somebody's neural patterns or mental scripts. And when you think about why people lose money so fast when they've earned it without really working for it, it's because there's a disconnect between their new life with money and the old life that they lived and had and felt and were in for so long. There's a huge disconnect between the two. That's called neural dissonance or brain dissonance. And so one of the things that's really, really critical to understand is that if you want to earn more money, earn what you're worth, earn what you believe that you're worth, what I want to share with you is a simple technique that you can use called re-scripting your brain. And what is re-scripting your brain? Well, if you read something on a sheet of paper, whether it was real or imagined, there's a part of your brain that doesn't really care or know whether that's real or imagined. And if you read something that you wanted to achieve in your life, whether it's a new home, a new car, a new job, a bigger business, a new relationship, what I can share with you is if you wrote a script that was really precise on the outcome of that script, and it was really precise in how you would feel if that was real right now. And if you took just 3 to 5 minutes a day and you read that script over and over again and felt it, what you would in essence be doing is creating a new pattern or a new script in your brain. Now, back in the early 1980s, I used to have affirmations, and I used to have, a vision for what I wanted my life to be like. And I used to sit and read that affirmation of my life over and over again. And I used to put my finger across the paper so that I would send an electrical signal to my brain. Now, back in the early 80s, I didn't know what I was really doing, except people told me, write out an affirmation, write out a story of your life, visualize it and see it, and it will become a reality. Well, not only did my vision for my life and my affirmations become a reality, everything that I wrote down in my life became a reality. And you may think that that doesn't work, but what I can share with you is recently at the University of Toledo, just recently, researchers proved without a shadow of a doubt that you and I can re-script our brains. And all that means is we can create a new pattern. And when we take that new pattern and we, through repetition and through emotionalizing, make it real in our minds, we start to see things that we didn't see before. We start to loosen, the fears that may hold us back. We start to look for ways to act consistently with that new idea and that new image that may be just something you write on a piece of paper right now and don't even believe. Now, to make this point really clear, I want you to think about a Hollywood actor or actress for just a moment. When they receive a script, they don't have the belief that they are that role. They don't have the emotions needed to play that role. They just have something written on a piece of paper. However, through practice, through emotionalizing, through doing it over and over and over again, they start to develop a pattern in their brain that with time goes from conscious effort to unconscious behaviors and emotions. And so your tip for the day is write out your vision for what it is you want for your life with a couple of small affirmations that are in the present tense, meaning that I am now so grateful and happy that my life, my business, my relationship, my health is, and fill in the blanks. And every day for 3 to 5 minutes, just take some time, read it, put your fingers across it, feel it, and just set it aside. And don't worry about your brain making any sense of it, because through repetition we know, and through the latest brain research we know even more, that when you can create a pattern and then reinforce it over the course of a week, 3 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, your brain will start to look for ways to making that vision, that affirmation, a reality.